Welcome to Ideal Trading Lifestyle. I just wanted to encourage everybody that's in the room today. We have a pretty full house, and so I just want to make sure everybody's got great connectivity and that you're being able to take advantage of all that we have to offer you today. Again, we have a full room. There's a chat box that you can access in order to ask questions, and we'll make sure that we get to your questions throughout the process as well. And again, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Randy McMullen. I am the Strategic Market Analyst with Ideal Trading Lifestyle. And for the last 20 years, I've been in the financial markets, been in the mutual fund industry, and as well have a master's degree in technology management and predictive modeling techniques. So I just wanted to introduce myself and Ideal Trading Lifestyle. Today's session that we're going to be reviewing with you is going to just discuss with you the changing of the way that you invest and how potentially Ideal Trading Lifestyle could change your life going forward, as it has done for so many people. And so what we want to do is we just want to encourage you to take advantage of all that we have to offer you today. And again, we are recording this session, and so it will be made available to you whenever you want to review this as well. And so what we want to do is we want to just talk a little bit about why stock trading should be fun. Most people look at stock trading and investing as a very arduous process, something that requires just a huge amount of knowledge and understanding. And it's true, in order to be successful, there is a great amount of understanding. But the key is we try to make stock trading fun because we do so much of the work for you. We have experts that have been in the markets like myself for 10 or 20 years and take advantage of that expertise, leveraging it for you as a client. And so Ideal Trading Lifestyle will focus on providing you with what you need in order to be successful at trading in the markets. We want to understand what your trading goals are, because it's extremely important that as you go forward, you're looking at achieving what you want to achieve as your long-term commitments and your long-term goals. And we provide you with things like an independence path so that we can look at how you're going to grow your particular portfolio and whether it's going to achieve what you want it to achieve down the road, whether you need to add more funds as you become more and more comfortable with Ideal Trading Lifestyle. In that, we're also going to discuss our products and our memberships. We're also going to provide some information what our customers are telling us, and it's not just us speaking, it's our customers that are saying how they feel about us as Ideal Trading Lifestyle, and we're going to talk about how the system works and essentially when you can start. And so the truth about investing is that we also see that the world has become more and more complicated. We see so many puts and takes going on. For example, every time the Fed makes an announcement, we see a pullback or a rise in the markets dependent upon which way they're going to decide to raise or decrease interest rates, or how, even some of the economic reports that come out have huge impacts, not just within the U.S., but throughout the globe. We see impacts in China, Japan, and if you go back 15, 20 years, you never saw these impacts before. But the world has not only become more complicated, but it's also become a lot smaller and very integrated. And as a result of that, it takes years to develop the right kinds of trading skills, and they're always changing. It's like the market is like a chameleon. And so essentially, we experience lots of different things going on in the markets as we go forward. But in order to build those skills, it's not just about building the right knowledge and skill sets. It's about understanding how things change in the markets and how we need to be adapting to these changes. And as a result of that, we focus on full-time what the impacts are in the markets and how we can better provide a better solution to clients. So it's a dedication of time and resources in order to stay on top of what's going on with the markets. And so trading solutions is what Ideal Trading Lifestyle focuses on, so that customers can choose their own lifestyle, meaning that it's up to you to decide where you are at this given point in time and what types of trading solutions you're going to need in order to merge with your lifestyle. And also, as you adapt and change, that you can evolve and you can look at having Ideal Trading Lifestyle focus with you on those evolutionary changes. And because there are different ways in which you can trade stocks. You can either learn how to trade from the ground up. That's starting with little to no experience. A lot of people have done it, but the percentage of people that become successful is very small. You can try to focus on putting your own system together. So using an existing approach to trading where you still kind of need to figure it out and build it. And that's what a lot of trading solutions will offer you, especially some of these bigger companies that have just a huge amount of clients, because what they focus on is not necessarily providing you exactness in the market, but allowing you access to their trading platform, and then you need to build your own filters and decide what you want, which some people can do. A lot of people can't, because it's kind of like putting a car together on your own and then taking it for a drive. Or you can just kind of, stay informed in the markets by following trading tips and maybe like CNBC or Kramer or something like that, and using that in order to make some informed decisions, which again, you're looking at somebody else who potentially has their own agenda in place as to why they're suggesting. And what we have found is when you look at some of these underlying, for example, people that speak on CNBC or Bloomberg, you'll find that you'll hear one person say one thing and another person will look at that glass a completely different way, which leaves you scratching your head and wondering, okay, what is the right approach here? And without having a lot of knowledge and skill, it's very difficult to choose that right approach. Or you can leverage and follow an existing proven approach, which means finding a proven system that's been out there for several years, has been stable, shows consistent returns, results, has clients that are also realizing those consistent returns and results, and leverage that and use that as a means of building your own knowledge base and growing your portfolios. So as we said, there are several different ways. Ideal Trading Lifestyle focuses on that very last one. It focuses on leveraging a team of market experts. Essentially, when people get started with us, we find that a lot of people are lacking a lot of experience in the market or don't have the time to be involved and understand all the puts and takes that are going on there. And so we focus our team on doing all the work for you. It means that we actually provide you with recommended selections. We'll even provide you calculators that say, based on where the markets are right now, you'll put in a little bit of data and we'll come up with your buy, sell, stop loss strategy. We'll even help you understand from a risk management approach how many shares you should be buying based on the size of your portfolio. These people are committed to your success. Why? Because we do this full time, and it's important for us to make sure that our clients are realizing ongoing success. And what's really important is these people are avid traders in the market, meaning that we are consistently growing our own portfolios and being successful following the same recommendations that we're putting out there for our clients. We also support through coaching and development so that we want people to take ownership and gain more knowledge, become more informed, and kind of graduate themselves through that path that we have, which people can become more and more successful in trading using the different Ideal Trading Lifestyle products and services that we have. Because we have all of this available online, all the resources, it's one trading solution that grows with your trading needs because we are committed to your overall trading success. That is our overall vision and mission statement. Looking at how we leverage our customers' money and time, well, we provide customer membership trading a full portal access to online information, 24/7 access to tools and resources, and articles that are being written on a regular basis by people within our organization that are being published out there. We also provide ongoing webinars and access to bi-weekly sessions where people can learn and grow and become even better. a very secure email database, as we mentioned, webinars and training. We have our own social media that we plug our clients into, and we focus on building a community of traders so that you're not alone. You can communicate with other people through our forums and grow through a community that is very scalable. And so you can look at, for example, the different geographics that you're associated with and the people that may be within your area that you can begin to develop and build community with. Let's just talk a little bit about how Ideal Trading Lifestyle works and how we kind of boil it all down, just to give you an understanding. At the top of this chart, you see that we've got listed here all the different North American exchanges, which would be, the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, the TSX, the three biggies in North America. This comprises of about 10,000 public companies. We have a fundamental analysis that we walk through every single day, which are our algorithms that we tweak and we have been refining since 2004. And this takes those 10,000 companies and basically refines them down to about 2,700 companies. So we look at companies that are solid from a fundamental standpoint. Next, what we do is we take those 2,700 companies that we have realized that are good, solid companies. Business analysts are looking at these companies as favorable. They're leading in their sectors in most cases. And we apply our proprietary technical filters that we have been grooming and tweaking since 2004, and that comes up with a daily list of stocks for us. And these stocks average anywhere from an 80 to an 85% accuracy of 1% or more gains in the market in approximately 2 to 3 days. That's our overall criteria. So just in summary, we start with 10,000 companies listed right across the board. We boil them down fundamentally based on just sound dynamics of those companies and finances to about 2,700. And daily, we have our own algorithms or technical filters that run on these companies and will produce a list of anywhere from 3, let's say, to about 10 companies a day, which really zones in for us on what we consider to be the top momentum-based companies. They populate this watch list. And then what we do is we apply this watch list based on where you fit with your own trading lifestyle. If you look at, for example, on the far left, which is the ITL side, this is where we do all the work. We'll actually go through that watch list and we will select what we consider to be the best stock. And we'll do technical analysis. So not only do we apply all the fundamental analysis as well as the technical filters, we apply the intuitive side of trading, which says, machines can't do this. We look at this one-on-one in our trading group of experts every day to come up with one key pick for you. That's just getting started with us. That's where our expertise comes in. You take that information, you plug it into a calculator to come up with a suggested buy, sell, stop loss strategy and how many shares you should buy based on a risk management approach. So we help you understand how to minimize your loss in the markets, maximize your gains, take advantage of several positions based on the size of your portfolio. And those are on average of 1 to 2% gains. So they're not huge gains, but they're confidence builders. They're getting started. You can then evolve into what we call the MWA or the My Wealth Accelerator approach, where you can begin to learn through our courses, what we have our basic and our advanced courses, on how you can select from the larger list of stocks and even look at greater gains, looking at, for example, understanding support and resistance and technical analysis and what the markets are telling us. And our clients are achieving anywhere from 2 to 4% gains. And so once clients are able to do that, they've now become somewhat self-empowered to go through that daily list. From that, we now can leverage clients into options, which is really stocks on steroids. And here you can choose from our own options pick that we select and provide you again with calculators on how to buy and sell options. And at the same time, you can go through our options course and learn to select from a larger group of stocks, but converting that into options. So you can see now how you walk through this, how we really boil everything down for you to show you from to starting as a novice or someone who just doesn't have a lot of time looking at the ITL to somebody that now begins to evolve and says, I want to take more time at this because I can see greater gains supplementing my income. Maybe I want to retire down the road so that I want to generate more cash flow or create more supplemental income on a monthly basis through trading. So you shift into the My Wealth Accelerator. Once you become very confident in yourself, now I'm a confident directional market trader and I understand all of the things that are necessary in support and resistance and technical analysis and what the markets are telling me. I'm going to now leverage that into options where you could be learning anywhere from 10 to 40% on the same movement in a particular stock. So it's very exciting how people can evolve through the different methods in which we teach and flow forward. Okay, so as a result of that, we provide access anywhere, anytime, which fits into your own busy schedule, streamlined to approach on what you want to learn as far as stock trading, and using a team of market experts that essentially do all the work for you initially. And as you begin to evolve, you can develop those skills. So think about this. It's the opportunity for you to see success while you learn, build confidence in a trading system, and then as you see that success, you can begin to reinvest in yourself, learn more, build more skills, and have even greater success, perhaps even putting more money into your trading account or beginning to leverage your own RRSPs or your TFSAs as a result of that. So we focus on through the My Wealth Accelerator, and we provide so many different tools for you. We have a day end that we do every single day, which is a market live spotlight, which is a review of the markets and the watch list. We communicate through post and pre-market conditions what's going on, and you would receive an email. If we see a big change in the markets in the morning because something that's happened in Europe or Asia, we let you know that there's something significant there. You may want to put a hold on any opportunities because maybe the markets are pulling back in a big way. Right? We also provide live group one-on-one coaching sessions. So when you go through our video sessions, those we've been building now for quite some time, but we also have coaches that will summarize and work with you to make sure you've picked up on all the key pieces so you're not left alone trying to figure it out, because we all learn in different ways and at different speeds. We provide a basic trading course, which is getting started. Now remember, this is after you've kind of gone through the Ideal Trading Lifestyle where you've got all that expertise at your disposal. This is when you want to start to evolve your learning and your trading. We also have an advanced trading course where you can accelerate your gains even further and get even deeper into technical analysis, understanding the conditions of the markets. We have boot camps that we do online, sometimes at locations. So we invite people to groups on a regular basis, again, building that community. And you can choose from larger watch lists as you evolve yourself, and that's important. So we're never putting you in a position where we're saying you need to go build more filters and more lists. We continue to provide you this information. Why? Because we do it on a daily basis, and we're always tweaking our own filters to make sure that they represent some of the changes that are going on in the markets. For example, there is a huge difference between a market that's rising and a market that's declining. And we know that the markets are ever changing, but we have found the markets live in 6 different buckets. They're either rising, flat, or declining bullish, or they're rising, flat, or declining bearish. And each one of those buckets have different characteristics. Well, our filters automatically adjust for each market bucket so that you can take advantage of, if we're in a rising bullish market, we're expecting things to keep going up. We're expecting that we're going to break through some resistance levels. If we're in a declining bearish market, we're not going to have a lot of picks, for example, or we may be getting you into what are called inverse ETFs, where you could take advantage of a declining S&P market by getting involved in SPXU, for example, which is an inverse ETF. So when the markets go down, this goes up, and you buy it like you would a regular stock. So we provide all of this through our training as well. And so through My Wealth Accelerator, if you understand the disciplines and you want to take your trading even further, you will grow your knowledge. You'll take advantage of these training boot camps. You can attend the basic and the advanced courses. They're all online video courses, so you can take them at your leisure and couple that with some online coaching so that you're picking up on all the necessary information. So again, by looking at these graduated courses, here's an example of our basic watch list. You can see we've got a TSX stock here, we've got some New York Stock Exchange. There's no stocks for that particular day on the NASDAQ, but this is what a typical watch list would look like. So you'd be, in this case, going through 4 picks to come up with your best solution, right? If you were the Ideal Trading Lifestyle, which is we do all the work for you, we would actually go through and pick the key one and provide you that pick until you built your own knowledge, because you could find that you could have 2, 3, or potentially all 4 of these picks maybe in a very good position to move up, and you can take advantage of all 4 of them with a larger portfolio, even looking at greater gains, because you now understand things like support and resistance and what the markets are telling us based on what bucket they're in, for example. And so changing your investing as you continue to grow, we've also got an advanced watch list. You can see here, we've got a few more picks which have shown up. So now you can take advantage of even more. So what's great about the whole aspect of Ideal Trading Lifestyle is it evolves as your trading lifestyle evolves, as your time allows you, or as you want to start making some changes and perhaps apply even more as you go forward. So we provide that expertise, ongoing communication. We also provide you with calculators which support a precision buy, sell, and stop loss pricing strategy, position sizing, so that we understand you don't want to be investing all of your money into one particular stock. We'll help you understand how you need to position your portfolio as you go forward. We'll also provide weekly customer sessions where clients can plug into asking questions and gaining more information and more knowledge through one of our seasoned trainers that will spend time with you understanding an aspect of the market or a particular stock. We also provide on a weekly basis trackers and Ideal Trading Lifestyle statements. Because we already know what your recommended buy, sell, stop loss is going to be on the ITL side, we can track your overall success from a grassroots. And so we know for a fact if we're hitting certain accuracy levels and if you're being successful in the markets following our approaches. And we'll provide that summary for you on a regular basis to show you how, as a benchmark, you should be performing. These weekly results, for example, if you're starting with a minimum of $10,000 investing, you're never going to invest more than 30% in any given position. And we're also going to make sure that you're not going to buy any less than 150 shares, because we don't want this thing to have to skyrocket so that you make a little bit of money on it, and then you can take advantage of, just paying a small online broker fee. So we'll provide your sell at certain target prices, but we'll also provide stop loss pricing, and that's important. What we're suggesting here is that, you're not going to be right on every single stock. We're sitting at about an 80 to an 85% accuracy level. There are often trackers that we produce and publish that for the last 30 days, 100% accurate. That means every pick that is bought has sold. But we do know that we're going to hit some stop losses. That's the nature of the beast. One of the key aspects to being successful at trading in the markets is knowing when a stock is going the wrong way. It's time to get out. It's time to move on. And so this stop loss strategy says we don't want to be emotionally stuck with this stock. We need to cut our losses, move on, go to the next position. And by minimizing your losses, looking, for example, at only having a portion of your portfolio in one stock, having a set stop loss strategy says that if it hits a certain level, I'm getting out, means that you don't take those losses and they don't hit you all that hard. We also promote, what types of brokers you should be looking at. So, for example, if you're looking at something like Questrade, you're paying about $4.95 to buy and $4.95 to sell. If you're looking at Interactive Broker, it's about half a cent a share. So you're looking at very inexpensive buying and selling of stocks online, as opposed to a lot of people that are working with their banks and somewhere's paying up to like $29 to buy and $29 to sell. We don't want you to be doing that. We want you to be taking advantage of very low-priced online brokers. The main reason why we want you to do that is because we also provide you all the information. You don't need to be getting more information from your broker. You've got it all available for you, so you can be somewhat more independent and informed as you go forward. So what does it look like when you start with Ideal Trading Lifestyle? Well, it might start off something like this. Okay, so you'll receive in the evening an email notification alert that tells you that a stock pick has been published. If you don't receive an email, it could be the fact that the markets are telling us we need to be sidelined right now. Because that's the other point that we really emphasize. To be successful in the markets, there are times when you should be sidelined, your money sitting on the sideline, instead of being in the markets watching it decline. So by being in and out within every couple of days gives you the opportunity to actually take advantage of changes in the market without being stuck in the market. I mean, how many times have you been in a mutual fund, for example, and it's gone, you know, your fund has done amazing, and then all of a sudden the market goes the other way and your fund has lost all its gains? Well, the thing is, mutual funds, they can't turn around and just sell. There's all kinds of legislation and approvals that a mutual fund needs to go through in order to sell its positions. And so it's a little bit more difficult. This allows you to be very independent and very flexible. So you're going to receive an email. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to our site, which you can see here, which will actually publish for you what that particular pick is. So you can see here that we've actually got a pick that's published. Underneath that, there's a calculator. You take the information that we have identified on the pick, which is the We Do It All approach, right? You put that information in, you select Calculate Now, it tells you your complete buy, sell, stop loss, recommended pricing. And this we tweak on a regular basis based on the different market buckets. So for example, if you're rising bullish, you'll be looking at greater gains than you would on a declining bearish market. Then you just go to your online broker, you put that information into your online broker, that this is what I want to pay for it, this is what I want to sell it for, this is what my stop loss strategy is, and you track that to your target. It's as simple as that. So when we identify 10 minutes a day, that's really what it is. The We Do It All approach, if you think about it, you get an email, you go to the site, everything's published on that site, the pick, the market bucket that we're currently seeing the markets in, the current price of that stock, and the market recommendation. You key that into a little calculator below. It takes you less than a minute to do. A complete buy, sell, stop loss strategy is published. You just go to your broker and you enter that information, tracking your stock to its target. And so what does that look like over a period of time? Well, I can tell you that without a doubt, the 10 minutes a day approach, because remember, if we're providing you with the pick and the buy, sell, stop loss, we know exactly the kinds of returns you're getting following that. Now, this isn't, for example, what you're going to see here is not based on following what we call the My Wealth Accelerator approaches, where you're looking at greater gains and more positions. This is a very grassroots baseline approach. But you can see here that once you receive that stock alert, go to the website, you input that information, then you go to your online broker, and you put your buy-sell recommendation and let the trades add up. Yes, you're going to have the odd loss in there, but you're going to experience a lot more gains. As a result of that, what we've been able to see here, someone starting with us in the first year investing $15,000, after 3 years, they're looking at about $30,700. This is based on historically what clients have realized over the last 3 years with us, just following the 10-minute-a-day approach. That's 104% gain over 3 years. Now, that may sound like a lot of money, but if you think about it, it's about 24 to 25% gains each year, right? That's just taking advantage of quick in and out positions every 2 to 3 days, sometimes even the same day, taking the odd loss, right? Following the stop loss strategy, and as a result of that, executing that loss, going on to the next position. Following our risk management approach, so not all your money is invested in one stock, so that if you are holding on to a stock longer and another pick comes along, you can buy that second pick. So you can have 2, 3 different picks going at the same time before you actually sell. This statement that you see in front of you is something that we provide every 2 weeks to our clients. And as a result of that, they can see exactly what the benchmark is. If you're not hitting these benchmarks, you need to be letting us know, and then there's something wrong that you're doing on your end. You're either not following the buy approach, you're not selling at the target, maybe a stock didn't do well, and you didn't sell at the stop loss because you thought it was going to keep, turn around and go up, and as a result hasn't. So usually that's what we find. You bought too many shares, you're not following the risk management approach. So these are methods that we use to keep our clients on track, and it's one of our coaching and our training documents. This is a benchmark for our clients. And so 10 minutes a day can change your life. You can see here that over 5 years, if you were investing a tax-free savings account, and at this time you could have put in a total of $53,000 over a 5-year period, one trade a week averaging an 87.5% accuracy over 5 years would yield $130,000. That's enough for people to change their lives. And in a tax-free savings account, just so you know, that's $130,000, or in this case, about $70,000 that you never have to claim to the government. That this is your money. You decide what you want to do with it. You can access it at any time. And so the TFSA is a great tool for what we offer at Ideal Trading Lifestyle. And it's not just us saying these things, right? Even though we have these weekly and bi-weekly documents that we provide you on a regular basis, our customers are telling us the same thing. Why? Because by making sure that we are plugged in with our customers on a regular basis, they will let us know if they're successful and if they're not. And if they're not successful, there's a good chance that we should know about that already. If for some reason we're not doing well in our picks, we know that. We can tell by looking at this particular document on a regular basis. So we can tell by looking at the trading account statement and the tracker on a regular basis. That's going to tell us that we need to go back and look at our filters and re-examine where the markets are and how have things changed. And so if we ever notice that we're not achieving our 80 to 85% accuracy, well, we need to go back and look. So that's a great tool for us as an organization. But our customers keep us informed. So you can just see some of our clients' testimonials here. Keep the great stocks coming. What a difference to my trading account. I'm excited to hear about our ETF pick membership. Moved some of my mutual funds so I can trade the ETFs. How easy is your new membership? Thanks for making a difference. It's from Myrna. I added my ITL US membership to my already existing MWA courses. I'm trading options. So, I mean, the last several years, we've introduced an options trading course that has really allowed people to see significant gains. Like I said, it is stocks on steroids. And as a result of that, you're able to leverage smaller amounts of money in the markets and take advantage of stocks that otherwise you may not be able to buy. Imagine getting into Apple that's, trading over $100 a share. You can turn around and for, $2,500, $2,600, you can control 1,000 Apple shares and realize significant gains. That's what options can do for you. So these are just some of our clients. So really the key in summary here is that Ideal Trading Lifestyle is changing how people invest. It caters to your life and where you're at, but will also allow you to grow and get better as you start to build your own skill sets and build your confidence levels. We have a proven track record since 2004, which a lot of organizations cannot say. We know our market niche. Our market niche that we have with our clients isn't about having a huge client base. It's about having an elite group of clients that we can focus and work on and communicate with on a regular basis, clients that are interested in following a proven system, allowing us to evolve them and grow them so they can be even more successful in a comprehensive learning program. And those clients are going to be able to receive one-on-one support from us. It's difficult for all of these other organizations that are out there saying that they're so excited they have 250,000 clients. Well, they can't provide the types of picks that are going to realize consistent gains across the board. You have to do a lot of that work yourself. Our focus is quite a bit different. We provide the expertise because we're in it every day. You're probably busy with your own life. Maybe you've got kids, you've got a business, right? You've got other factors that are saying, I can't do this full time. And even if you're retired, you may not want to do it full time. You may want to leverage the expertise. And even if you do want to do it full time, you can evolve to that and you can grow to that on a regular basis. So for true success, you need to ask yourself, these 4 questions. The first one is, why is it something that you can't achieve? And why not? Why should I not be looking at a proven approach and actually getting started with a team of experts that are going to help me become successful in as little as 10 minutes a day? And why can it not be you? There's so many people that have given us testimonials. We have one client that got started with us, and we had to provide some coaching. They were having a hard time because they don't see videos and pick all the information up. So we allowed the different modes and mediums for us to coach and build people, right? Because some people learn well through videos, other people learn well through one-on-one coaching, others need face-to-face contact, and so if we've got somebody in the area, we make sure that we meet face-to-face. But this client now has turned around and has actually recently retired, and now most of their income is coming as a result of Ideal Trading Lifestyle. Now, they have graduated to the option side, so they're not only following our overall larger group of stocks on a regular basis that we show daily, but they're working through and leveraging their option positions and realizing more significant gains. And finally, why not now? There's never a good time to get started on something. We always look back and say, I wish I would have done that 5 years ago. Or how many times did you have an idea and say, well, that was my idea that somebody else did, right? Because never took advantage and never sent the initiative. Well, I'm coming to you now saying, now is the time to get started, right? It's never a better time than it is right today, right now. And as a result of that, we want you to take advantage of that. As far as your RSPs are concerned, you can self-direct your RSPs without any tax implications. We talked about TFSAs. You can go online and research that yourself with tax-free savings accounts, and you can realize significant gains there without ever having to go to the government and file this in your income tax. It's free money as you grow. The reason why this happens with a TFSA is because very few people actually grow their TFSA to that level. Most people leave it in a bank earning 1 or less than 1% interest, and it would take decades for that money to even grow. Very few people actually get their money working hard for them and realize significant gains. So it's such a small segment that does that. And so as a result of that, we want you to be able to take advantage of everything we have, and we want you to change the way you invest, and you're going to see how it does change your life. You can see that there's some information here that we can call, that you can call us and we can get back to you. There's a toll-free number at 1-888-942-0266, extension 1, or you can email us directly at sales1.itl@gmail.com. And here's the thing. You're going to have a lot of fun doing this, right? You're going to build your skills. You're going to have success along the way. You're going to get plugged into a community. You're going to look back in 2 to 3 years down the road and you're going to say, wow, I have really grown in the skill sets because I didn't know how much I would be gaining as far as knowledge is concerned through the different programs that Ideal Trading Lifestyle has. And so as a result of that, we want to help you graduate on a regular basis. Each person is different in what your needs are, and that's why we provide this information for you through the sales1.itl@gmail.com or through our toll-free number 1-888-942-0266, extension 01. What I want to do now is I've had some questions coming in from some of the people that are in the room, and so I just want to take this opportunity and ask a couple of them. Several of them have been quite the same questions. One of the questions that I have here from Ed's saying, you know, well, if I get started, how long before I can actually start trading with real money and realizing success? Well, the key is that because you have expertise that's working with you on a regular basis, you can get started right away. We will help you understand the best broker that's suited to your needs, the best online broker. We'll look at, you know, what's the best currency for you to get started with. Are you trading Canadian currency, U.S. currency? What, you know, and we're also going to ask you questions like, what are your goals over the next 3 to 5 years? Where do you want to be down the road? Because that'll help us kind of map out where you're planning on heading. But the bottom line is you can get started right away. As soon as your account is funded, you can begin to trade with real money and begin to see some of those successes going forward. All right, so I hope that answers your question, Ed. Let me know if that is what you were looking for. Great, okay. Another question here from Jennifer. Jennifer is asking, well, I noticed that, you provide, the all basically, what did you put here? Oh yes, doing all the work. Yes, we do all the work, but how quickly can I leverage into options if that's something I wanted to trade because I have a small portfolio? Well, options is great for a small portfolio. Now, the key here, though, is when you start trading options, there's a fair amount of knowledge involved there as well. Now, we do provide an options trading course, and we also provide an options pick, which is very similar to ITL, meaning that you can choose, to go with that pick and just key the information into a calculator, which provides you with a buy, sell, stop loss strategy. Now, once you make that choice, right, we want you to be good at directional trading first. That's extremely important for us. By being a good directional trader means that as you leverage into options, you can now take advantage of what we call stocks on steroids. Okay, so the first thing we'd like you to do is to be good at directional trading, right? There's a lot of companies out there that will teach options, but they will not talk about being good at directional trading. We have found that to be very significant. Just so you know, I've been teaching options and options trading now for over a decade. And one of the key aspects that we focus on at Ideal Trading Lifestyle is for you to be a good directional trader first and then leverage into options. It's kind of like that Midas commercial, right? Midas muffler. First you get good, then you get faster and you get better. Okay? We want you to get good first. We want you to be good at directional trading, build confidence, see some gains, and then all of a sudden, okay, now I'm ready to move forward with options. And yes, you can leverage a lot more into options, smaller portfolios, more positions, right? But with the wrong knowledge, there's a lot more risk involved there. All right, I got one more question here from Len. Len is saying, he's asking a question, if this is so great, like, can you honestly say that every single one of your clients is realizing success? Yes, I can say that every client is realizing success. Does every client experience success? The quick answer is no, they're not. And the reason why they're not, because we coach our clients on a regular basis. Because we're dealing with emotional beings, we focus very heavily on building in you what we call the right trader's mindset. What that means is that we want you to feel confident. We want you to grow, not just in your trading skills, we want you to grow in your mindset as well. Often, I'll have clients emailing me saying, I'm still in this position, just wondering if I should get out. I'll have a look at this and say, this stock hit its stop loss a week ago and has continued to decline. You should have sold the stock at its stop loss. So I guess what I'm saying is we can't control the emotional side of what people do. We can only rest assured that people are following the disciplines. In fact, every client will tell us that the only reason why they haven't achieved all of their success is because they haven't followed their disciplines. Meaning that, oh, the stock dropped in the morning, didn't hit its buy, so I chased it. Well, that's not the right thing to do, because if you chase it, then it could drop again because it kind of hits its gains. Or the stock bought and went up, and I wanted to get more out of the stock without really understanding support and resistance and what the markets are telling me. The stock hit its original sell price, but didn't hit my secondary and then began to drop. So I didn't see success on that. And the one that we hear most of the time is that most people do not want to take a loss on a stock. It's part of the game. It's like being in sports. If you play baseball, not every hit is going to be a base or a home run. You are going to have some strikeouts, and you just need to learn how to walk away from the batter's box and just go back and get better. Stock trading is the same way. You need to learn that you are going to take the odd loss on a stock. And there's a stop loss strategy that we provide that says if it closes below this, you get out. Same at options. If it closes below that options price, you get out. And the reason for that is we don't want you to be emotionally strapped to a stock that all of a sudden now I can't even trade because everything I have is tied up in this stock. It's way down. And then you begin to what? You begin to despise trading. And you say to yourself, if I can only break even on this, I'm not going to trade anymore. It takes an emotional toll on people. We know this. We've been doing this now since 2004. I can tell you The main reason why people stop trading is they don't follow the discipline because they think things are going to turn around. And rather than selling a stock, they stay with it. Those are the key aspects of why a client may not be successful. So Len, if you can, just let me know if that answers your question. Okay, so that's about what I've got here for questions. Again, I just want to reiterate that our key focus here is to provide you a trading solution that grows with your needs, that gets you started by leveraging our expertise so that you can experience success out of the gate, right? We provide you with ongoing access to so many different supports, coaching. We have trackers that actually provide a benchmark of success. So if you're not hitting that benchmark, you need to be letting us know. And if we're not hitting our benchmark, that tells us to go back to the drawing board and look at what's changed in the market. So we have so many measurements that we can look at that help us guide our clients and get you to where you want to be. We have a plan of independence that you will receive from us that'll say, this is based on your portfolio size and what we're experiencing and where you're at in your trading, what you're going to see over the next couple of years. And if you look at this and say, well, gee, that's kind of not where I want to be in 5 or 10 years from now, well, let's talk about that. Let's maybe put you on, maybe eventually you're going to put more money into your portfolio. You're going to start trading RSPs. Maybe you're going to take advantage of growing your skills, right? You're better off knowing that up front than 3 to 5 years from now saying, well, gee, I've been doing ITL, and yeah, it's giving me consistent gains, but it's like 1% and 2% here and there. I probably need 3 to 5% in order to achieve my retirement goals. We can help you understand that. So it's a comprehensive tool that meets your own independent needs and will grow with you. And all you need to do at this point in time is find out a little bit more about us by talking to us, okay? Find out what we offer and how we could change your life and change the way you invest. All right, this is Randy McMullen signing out for this session. I want to thank everybody that's in attendance here. We did have a full group. I hope I've answered all your questions. And if you have any additional questions beyond this particular session, please send us an email posted on the screen right now. Send us an email with the question you have. We'll make sure we get right back to you. Okay, so again, on behalf of Ideal Trading Lifestyle, this is Randy McMullen signing out for this session, and we're hoping that this is going to make a difference for you in your life. Have yourself a great day.